The African sun beat down on Saeed's face, its relentless rays casting a golden hue over the vast savannah. The heat was almost tangible, wrapping around him like a heavy blanket. He felt the familiar sting of sweat in his eyes, a sensation he had grown accustomed to over the years. The sun was merciless, but it was a constant companion in his journey. Saeed was used to the heat. He had spent countless days under this blazing sun, each step a testament to his resilience and determination. The harsh environment had become a part of him, shaping his character and fortitude. He was used to the lab. The sterile, controlled environment of his high-tech laboratory was a stark contrast to the wild, untamed savannah. Yet both places held a special place in his heart, each representing a different facet of his life's work. But nothing could prepare him for this. The sight before him was beyond anything he had ever imagined, a blend of nature and technology that defied belief. He was staring at the last herd of African elephants. Except these were different. These elephants were cybernetic. Their bodies were adorned with glowing blue lines, a fusion of flesh and metal that was both awe-inspiring and unsettling. Saeed was a man of science. His mind was always seeking answers, always probing the mysteries of the universe. He had dedicated his life to understanding the world at its most fundamental level. Nanotechnology was his life's work. The ability to manipulate matter at the smallest scale had opened up new realms of possibility, allowing him to create and innovate in ways that were once thought impossible. He understood the intricate dance of atoms. The way they moved, interacted and bonded was like a symphony, each note contributing to the grand composition of life. He knew the power of manipulating matter at the smallest scale. It was a delicate art, requiring precision and patience, but the rewards were immense. The potential to change the world was within his grasp, but these elephants were a marvel. Even to him, they represented the pinnacle of human achievement, a testament to what could be accomplished when science and nature were brought together in harmony. They were a testament to human ingenuity, but also to our capacity for destruction. The same technology that had created these magnificent creatures had also brought the world to the brink of ruin. The air crackled with static as Saeed approached the herd. Each step brought him closer to the unknown, the air thick with anticipation and the faint hum of electricity. He could hear the whirring of gears, the soft hum of processes. These weren't just animals, they were living machines, a blend of biology and technology that was both fascinating and terrifying. The weight of his mission settled on him. The responsibility of saving these creatures, of ensuring their survival, was a heavy burden. But it was one he was willing to bear. He was here to save them, to fix them. The task was daunting, but he was determined. He had the knowledge, the skills and the unwavering resolve to see it through, to bring them back from the brink. As he guided the herd towards safety, a sense of hope filled his heart. The journey was far from over, but with each step he knew he was moving closer to a future where these magnificent creatures could thrive once more. The CyberTusks, as they were called, were awe-inspiring. Their eyes, a blend of organic and synthetic, glowed with an eerie blue light, hinting at the advanced technology within. Towering figures of metal and flesh, they roamed the savannah with a grace that belied their mechanical nature. These majestic beings were a testament to human ingenuity and the resilience of nature. They were the result of a desperate attempt to save the species. In laboratories filled with the hum of machinery and the soft glow of screens, scientists worked tirelessly to merge biology with technology. Climate change and poaching had pushed them to the edge. The once thriving herds had dwindled, leaving behind a barren landscape dotted with the remains of these gentle giants. Cybernetics was their only hope. The integration of robotic technology with wildlife was a controversial but necessary step to ensure their survival. Legends spoke of their creation. Ancient scrolls and books depicted illustrations of these futuristic elephants, and tribal elders passed down stories of their origins. Stories whispered in hushed tones around campfires, tales of a time when the world was different and the CyberTusks were but a dream. Scientists had embedded nanobots into their ancestors. These microscopic machines were designed to repair and enhance, giving the CyberTusks abilities beyond their natural counterparts. These nanobots rebuilt damaged tissue, fought disease, and enhanced their strength. They were the silent guardians within, working tirelessly to keep the CyberTusks alive and thriving. Each CyberTusk was a marvel of bioengineering. Their bodies were a seamless blend of organic and synthetic, a perfect harmony of nature and technology. A fusion of nature and technology, they represented the pinnacle of human achievement and the enduring spirit of the animal kingdom. Saeed ran his hand along the side of the closest CyberTusk. The sensation was unlike anything he had ever felt before. He could feel the heat radiating from its metallic skin, a reminder of the powerful machinery that lay beneath the surface. The smooth, cool surface of the metal contrasted with the rough texture of the remaining hide. It was a tactile representation of the duality of their existence. He felt a strange connection to this creature. It was as if he could sense the history and struggle embedded within its very being. A sense of empathy for the plight of these magnificent beings washed over him. They were survivors, a living testament to the lengths humanity would go to preserve the wonders of the natural world. Saeed knew that the CyberTusks were more than just a scientific achievement. They were a symbol of hope and resilience in a world that had nearly forgotten both. Saeed set up his mobile lab near the watering hole. His instruments hummed to life, analysing the air, the water, the very essence of this place. He had to understand their environment before he could understand their ailments. He began his work interfacing with the CyberTusks' neural implants. He delved into their systems, navigating a labyrinth of code and biocircuitry. What he discovered was beyond anything he could have imagined. The CyberTusks weren't just surviving, they were thriving. Their artificial intelligence was evolving, adapting. The nanobots were rewriting their very being. These elephants were developing emotions, memories, even a rudimentary language. They were more than machines. They were becoming sentient. Section 4, Ghosts in the Machine. Days turned into weeks. Saeed worked tirelessly, his fingers dancing across holographic keyboards, his mind lost in lines of code. He was making progress, but a new problem emerged. One of the CyberTusks, a matriarch named Aisha, began acting erratically. She became aggressive, her movements jerky and unpredictable. Her once gentle eyes now burned with a strange, cold light. The other elephants shied away from her, their distress palpable. Saeed knew he had to act fast. Aisha's behavior was a threat to herself and the rest of the herd. He isolated Aisha, calming her with a sedative delivered through a modified dart. Examining her neural network, he discovered something sinister. A virus. A rogue program was corrupting her system, twisting her thoughts, turning her against her own kind. Section 5. The heart of the matter. The virus was complex, insidious. It was unlike anything they had ever encountered before, a digital phantom that seemed to have a mind of its own. It burrowed deep within Aisha's neural implants, masking itself, mimicking organic thought processes. It was as if the virus had become a part of her, indistinguishable from her own thoughts and memories. Saeed realized with a chill that this was no accident. The precision, the sophistication, it was all too deliberate. Someone had crafted this virus with a specific purpose in mind. Someone had intentionally designed this virus to disrupt the CyberTusks, to turn them into weapons. These majestic creatures, enhanced with cybernetic implants, were now at the mercy of a malevolent force. But who would do such a thing, and why? Time was running out. The clock was ticking, and every second brought them closer to disaster. The virus was spreading, corrupting Aisha's systems further. It was a relentless tide, consuming everything in its path, leaving chaos and destruction in its wake. Saeed had to rewrite her entire neuro-cybernetic network, a task akin to rebuilding a living computer from the inside out. It was a monumental challenge, one that required every ounce of his skill and determination. It was a long shot, but it was their only hope. The lab was a hive of activity. with Saeed at the center, working tirelessly, driven by a singular purpose. With each line of code, with every neural pathway he rerouted, Saeed could feel Aisha fighting back. She was still in there, somewhere, battling against the darkness that threatened to consume her. The virus was tenacious, but so was he. It was a battle of wills, a digital duel that would determine the fate of Aisha and the CyberTusks. He poured all his knowledge, all his skill, all his hope into saving her. Every keystroke, every command was a lifeline, a beacon of hope in the digital storm. Saeed knew that failure was not an option. The stakes were too high, the consequences too dire. He had to succeed for Aisha, for the CyberTusks, and for the future they all believed in.